off that email about viewership and stuff. And I was like, we're about to break 1.35k on Twitter. One away.
One away. We're so close.
One away. I promise we have a reach on Twitter.
Close.
We beg people to like our shit.
Yup.
So
if you're listening to this,
like our shit,
like everything we post,
like our
turn
shit.
on post notifications.
No, don't do that.
No, do that. It's horrible.
Don't do that. Because then you just see me screaming into the void, and someone's reply is like,
and that's me. I reply, and I'm like, why are you saying this?
Actually, you reply. I just scream at people on the timeline. I don't actually reply to anybody. So hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. Did you miss us last week? Probably not. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
And we're back. You're never getting rid of us.
Well.
So we got 2 weeks worth of music to talk about this week. Isn't that exciting?
2 weeks, too many.
Your mother, too many.
Okay. Nothing's
live
changed.
Shows, absolutely nothing's changed. COVID's still happening, and I saw the Love and Death live stream 2 Fridays ago. That was exciting. So this is going to be plug number 1 of 2 of our Love and Death interview. We interviewed JR about their new album and about the live stream. So you can go watch that on our YouTube channel or listen to it on any of the audio platforms. You could only imagine where plug number 2 is going to come in.
Oh my god!
At the end, of course. So yeah, it was cool. They like put up definitions of certain words in the song title before they introduce the song. I was like, that's interesting. That's all. I'm like, wow, I didn't know
that was all you got.
I'm like, I didn't know what death meant.
Oh my god!
I didn't know it was a noun. Crazy.
Did you write down the
I did because I told my English teacher that I was watching it and that there were going to be definitions, and he told me it could be an extra credit assignment. So I got 400 extra points on my English grade.
Are you serious?
I'm passing with a 4,000% right now. Anyways, we got music to talk about, and we don't want to do it for too long. So Pale Waves dropped an album. Who Am I? I don't know. I like this record. Everything after Tomorrow, the song Tomorrow, was good. The opening of the album, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then Tomorrow kicked in. I was like, wait a minute, this album's actually good. So it took a couple songs to get going before I was like, I won't shit on this.
I'm proud of you, man.
I'm growing.
Yeah, oh my
as a reviewer and as a person.
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. It's such a change since the first episode where I would play like one thing and you're like, oh my god, this is horrible.
This is god. I still got a couple of those in here, obviously.
Oh yeah,
I'm an asshole, but at least Pale Waves, I'm not shitting on them.
I love Pale Waves. This was a really good album. I enjoyed this a lot. I say it every single time. They have the early 2000s like teen movie like soundtrack sound, and I really enjoy that because those movies are good. Well, that's a stretch, but the soundtrack is usually good because they always get like Avril Lavigne to do something or whatever. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Good album. Thumbs up.
So true.
Milk. Oh yes, let's go. Milk released an album, Miko. I'm gonna assume that's how it's pronounced. It could be Miko.
Could be your mom.
That's a possibility too. I don't know. I thought this album was really good. We were supposed to talk about this a lot of these are from last week.
Yeah, this past week wasn't all that busy.
Yeah, I added this last minute. I'm pretty sure it was like 2 hours before.
Yeah,
I was like,
oh
hey,
god damn it.
Hey, you forgot to add an album and like 3 singles, so I just added that for you. And you're like, no.
I'm like, I've got an hour before we go live, and you gave me an hour and a half worth of music. I didn't finish my homework. I probably still have to do it.
This was a really good album. I don't keep up with bands on Twitter except if it's like
Water Parks.
One
Direction.
Yeah. One Direction's like they're not doing anything. What am I mean,
when they post on Twitter once a month.
No, they don't.
Every couple of months, the solo members. They're like, yo, what's up, guys?
Members, yeah. Hey.
Tweeting from my bedroom. tweeting,
Okay.
tweeting from the studio, making new tunes.
Making new tunes. Oh my god. But anyways, I don't keep up with bands, so I didn't even know that this was coming up. You probably told me they're working on an album, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. And then I forgot until I listened to it. This was very good. What was it? It was like, I don't think it was called Blacklight. I think it was called Blacklight. Oh my god.
What, the
It
really
was like
trippy
46.
song?
Yeah, it was like
That was a
46
single,
seconds.
too. They made that a single. I was like, what the fuck? Why is this a single?
But it bangs.
I
really liked it.
This entire album was a trip. A complete trip. Like,
so good.
Dare I say, fandom on crack.
See, I was gonna say fandom mixed with Don't You Want to Be Glad.
Don't You Want to Be Glad was just like a pop rock record.
Yeah.
With like a rap song in the middle. So I would say that this was more like fandom on crack if I had to put it in the simplest terms.
See, I don't know. I got Don't You Want to Be Glad vibes from it. I don't know why. Like, it sounds like nothing like it, but I just, like, I don't know. Sky, collaborate with Milk.
Sounds nothing like the new Super Whatever record, but I just, man, I get those vibes from it,
Just get that vibe from it out of nowhere.
But this album was just a trip, man. Like, I was not expecting 18 songs and at the end to be like, what the fuck did I just listen to? Because there were a couple of like normal songs on here, and then the rest of it was just like they went into their DAW and like put a bunch of beats in and made it a song and put it on Spotify, and I was like, this kind of bangs.
Kind of bangs. It does. They did good.
So I'll give them that. For Your Health dropped an album in spite of. Short, banging, heavy, banging.
Banging twice. Oh my god.
Banging a third time.
Oh my god.
So that's my review of this album. It was very good. I was blown away. And as I told Glory, I cleaned the shower to this album. It's a great shower cleaning album.
Yes.
I finished a shower.
You said the bathroom.
Yes.
The bathroom.
No, just it was just a shower.
Because it was short. Yeah.
So this album, however long this album was, that's how long it took me to clean my shower.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're on a timer, you throw on this album, you'll be done in like, what, 15, 20 minutes?
2 seconds.
Exactly.
Easy. Yeah. This album was so good that I added them on Twitter and I was like, you want to come on the podcast? And Shane was like, no, I don't want to talk to them because they seem like they would beat us up.
Yeah, they seem like they would bully me.
And I was like, too bad. I just added them on Twitter. And then they said, yeah, let's come on the podcast. And then we DM'd them and then they didn't respond.
So if you guys are watching this, come bully me.
Well, I watch. And I say, yeah, get him.
Yeah,
get
go. He deserves it. Let's go.
No. The Pretty Reckless drops a new album, Death by Rock and Roll.
The only thing this is doing is killing rock and roll. Single-handedly.
Boom. I need to do a review.
While Glory does that,
an overview, sorry.
I don't know what I expected from this album, but
this album. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Butt Rock wasn't one of it. That wasn't what I was expecting from this album. I mean, there were a couple of good songs, and most of those were the singles. But just something about this record fell flat for me. It felt very hard rock-ish, and I'm sure
it's rock and roll.
Yeah, but like there's rock and roll, and then there's like hard rock garbage, butt rock, and that's what this was.
Wow. So I actually like this album.
Glory likes butt rock.
No!
Glory likes the Corey Taylor album.
Absolutely not. Don't go that far. That's way too far.
Glory likes the new Esk Alexandria album.
I actually don't remember it well. Did I? No, I skipped that episode actually.
No, you didn't
skip it. I lost my voice. Right. I don't care.
No, that was you lost your voice for the Phoebe Bridgers episode.
Yeah, but there were 2 big releases that episode that I missed.
Lamb of God.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't did I miss anything with that? I don't think I ever listened to it.
Probably not, no.
Yeah.
There's going to be a deluxe edition out. You can listen to the deluxe tracks and you'll get the entire record.
Maybe
in like a watered down form, probably in a couple acoustic tracks, because that's how every deluxe edition.
You love
maybe a remix too, a cover.
Stop! You're going too far.
No.
That's
a remix where they just kind of pitch a couple of the vocals.
Oh my god!
And then that's the remix, and they throw it on.
Or maybe a famous person who's not even like relevant to that genre comes in
that you've never seen remix anything before it.
Oh my god! That too. Austin
like,
Knight remixes
like
Pop album?
the guy from Beartooth remixed Emotionless and White song. Emotionless and White put it out. I've never seen Caleb do a remix before that.
But
he hasn't done any since then.
oh, well, one and done.
One and done. He said, "Fuck it."
He's not trying to be known as the remix guy, you know.
No, he's known as the Beartooth guy and the guy that was in Attack for like one album.
Oh my god, he was in Attack Attack? Was that early or was that like?
It was towards the end of Attack Attack.
Oh, okay. But anyways, yeah, this album was okay. I liked it. The album cover made it look like it would be like a hard rock album, so I was a little bit disappointed from the start. But overall, I thought it was a pretty solid album. As Shane said, there were some low parts, but I feel like the good songs really set it back up. I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, like for what they were going for, it was all right, but like what I thought it was going to be and what it actually was, and based off the singles, that wasn't what I was getting from it until I listened to it. I was like, I can't even finish this. I gotta listen to the Mod Sun record instead. Mod Sun put out an album.
What a great segue.
Internet killed the rock star.
So true, Mod Sun bestie. Mm-hmm.
I have mixed feelings about this album because
go voice them.
It's very clearly an album that, now granted, he's got like punk roots and pop punk roots and used to be a drummer and everything, but it feels at least, I don't know if he was planning this before we saw the success that Machine Gun Kelly had off the back of his album.
Oh,
is it all starting to click for you?
This is exactly
what I'm going to say.
There's a wave of Machine Gun Kelly minis.
There's going to be a wave of these rappers.
I can't take any more skinny white boys.
We're not talking about the Trippie Redd album because it's 40 songs long, and I don't.
Oh my god, I forgot to put that up there.
No,
I'll just say what I like. I liked the album. Shane didn't like it.
I got 2 songs through it and said this is garbage.
I really liked it. So.
Honestly, the best
good job,
part.
Trippie Redd, you did great.
The best part of the album that I did listen to was the Machine Gun Kelly feature. That's saying quite a lot.
That's so gross.
Anyways, so we saw it with Machine Gun Kelly having his success. Trippie Redd just put out a rock album. Mod Sun just put out a pop punk album. Mm-hmm. So I think we're going to start to see these bands be like, oh my god, look, Machine Gun Kelly could do a pop punk album and get very successful off of it. I'm going to try that too. Now, pop punk was never good, but I don't know if these rappers gone punkers, because not all of them grew up on it. I don't know if that's going to be the best thing for pop punk either. I mean, it's one way to push it into the mainstream, but I don't know. I'd prefer Blink-182 making music again, good music again, than Mod Sun and every Machine Gun Kelly clone. Granted, I mean, quite frankly, the Machine Gun Kelly album wasn't all that bad. The interludes were god awful, and the Trippie Redd song was not that
I'll give you, that wasn't good, but I did like his album.
It's not even that I'm trying to poopy pee all over Trippie Redd because I don't know enough about the guy to like say he sucks.
Oh my god, I've watched his interview. He's hilarious.
Like,
sorry, continue.
Like the couple of songs that I have gotten a chance to listen to, and I mean, if I ever get bored of shit, I'll listen to the whole album and live tweet it on Twitter or some shit.
Why not?
But the couple of things I've listened to just haven't been very good. Anyways, I spoke my piece on what I think is going to happen. Now, even like Youngblood is kind of like he was doing something like a little bit more rap oriented, and this past album was a little
like, hip hop infused.
Yeah, it was like a little bit more. You kind of feel the punk influence a little bit more, which is why I enjoyed that record more than all of his previous work. Anyways, that's why I'm so conflicted on the Mod Sun record, because it's not the worst thing I've ever heard. It's not the worst pop punk record I've ever heard.
No,
there are legends that are putting out worse albums right now than Mod Sun put out. That's 100% a jab at Green Day, even though they're more punk than pop punk.
Except this newest single that we're talking about.
Sure.
Oh my god. Okay.
But there were songs like Porn Star that that are so bad.
That song was so bad. I'm sorry. Like, I liked the album, but that song is all I remember from it. I remember being like, oh my god, this album's good, and then that's all that's stuck in my head now. And it's not even like a good earworm. It's like a please make it stop.
Yes, there are songs like Porn Star that are so awful that they stick out, and that's the lasting impression you get from the album.
That's the last thing you remember from it.
I mean, the Avril feature was good. There were a couple other songs that were good. I mean, it's crazy that he even pulled off a feature with Avril.
Well, I think Avril is gonna get back into the pop punk scene now.
She just finished off an
gonna...
album or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And she's gonna do a MGK collab, so look forward to that.
Machine Gun Kelly's collabing with everyone, and quite frankly, smart thing to do.
But this one is actually the smartest one because Avril is like
pop punk
the
queen.
Face of pop punk, in my
pop
opinion.
punk queen, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't call her the face. Maybe 20 years ago or whenever Avril Lavigne was relevant, but not anymore.
Yeah. Well, who is then?
Machine Gun Kelly right now.
Oh God, you're right.
Machine Gun Kelly, and a close second is Youngblood. Those are the two faces.
I would rather Youngblood than Machine Gun Kelly because I at least know that Dom holds the standards and the ideals of pop punk over Machine Gun Kelly because Machine Gun Kelly kind of has a past.
And probably a future, if we're being honest.
Oh, yeah. But I prefer, anyways.
I mean, yeah, that's my thing, is like, it's not the worst thing. I don't think it's better than Tickets to My Downfall if we're gonna like compare the two, because they both came from the rap scene, making a pop punk record. But Porn Star was awful.
Horrible.
Awful.
It was,
dare I say, it is only February, and I'm saying that is one of the worst songs of the year.
Wow, right? Put it on your notes app.
I'm putting it out there right now. Hold me to it. I think it is one of the worst songs of the year.
I can't wait to look back at this and hear you when we're doing our end of the year, whatever. And you're just like,
Porn Star was one of the best songs of the year because it just all went down.
It grew on me. It grew on me. After hearing the deluxe album, it grew on me. Everything. It just needed those last couple songs to bring it all together.
Yeah. Now it's actually good. My album of the year.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, Tickets to My Downfall was like one of your albums of the year. Well,
I called that though because I didn't shit on the album when we talked about it. I said the album was good when we talked about it.
You said it was going to be bad though.
I thought it was going to be awful, and I listened to the entire record. I thought it was going to be complete garbage, and then it wasn't.
Really? Wait a second.
Wait a minute. I was supposed to hate this.
This is how it's supposed to work.
Wait a minute.
Oh, God. Anyways, Run River North. I almost said that. Released an album.
You almost said the Run River North. We are on something else tonight. Oh my God.
Run River North released an album, Creatures in Your Head. Oh my God, they're gonna... Okay. I'm not crying.
They're gonna see Glory sobbing.
I really liked this album a lot. This was one of my favorite albums on this podcast playlist.
One of my favorite albums on the podcast ever.
That we've ever listened to. No, this album was really, really good. It made me feel like reminiscent and it made me feel like nostalgic. I really, really liked just the sound overall of the album. It just felt really it was a good album. I haven't listened to an album that made me like, oh, yo, what the heck? This make me feel things or whatever. So what the heck, man?
Hey ho, man.
It was good. I enjoyed it a lot.
I was actually listening to this record before we started to kind of refresh my memory because I was telling Glory before. I was like, hey, what the fuck happened during that record?
I was like, good stuff. Good.
Like, wow, this sounds like when you ask that kid, the smart kid in school, what happened in the book, and he said, stuff. So I'm like, I'll just go listen to it myself.
Oh my God. Yeah, good job.
I enjoyed the opener on it a lot. That's kind of, I think what we've gained from this podcast experience over the past year and a half is that I very much judge my albums over a good opener and a good closer, and this album had both. So that right there makes a good record, in my opinion.
That's it. Because all we remember is the opener and closer, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got good cream in the middle, let's say this is an Oreo, if the cream stuffing in the middle, no, this isn't going to be not safe for work, Lori. I promise this is safe for work.
Because you should have started with, okay, so if you're an Oreo.
Listen, I thought that, I just kind of came up with the analogy halfway through, and since I'd already started my part, I wasn't going to backtrack, but now I have to backtrack, since you thought I meant it in a bad way. So let's say you've got an Oreo, okay?
There you go.
And the opener is the top half of the Oreo, and the closer is the bottom half of the Oreo, and all the songs 2 through whatever is the cream part of the Oreo. That's not nearly as important as the top and the bottom half of the cookie, because the cookie part is what makes it a cookie.
Yeah.
Becky, if you're watching this, I hope I just blew your mind.
Oh
Anyways.
my god, shoot, they're gonna see.
Anyways, I like this album.
It was very good. Very, very good.
Yes, very good. Cookie analogy for it. Love and Death dropped an album called Perfectly Preserved. First one
So
in
true.
8 years. Now, this is plug number 2 of 2 of our interview with JR from Love and Death.
Okay. Yeah.
We chatted about the album and the live stream show. It's on our YouTube channel. It's on all our audio streaming platforms. Please go watch it so that we can work more with this press agency because they can give us bigger bands. That would be amazing. I really like this album. It's like the only thing that I've been listening to since it came out on Friday. That and not the Architect's Leak, because I'm not a piece of shit. Obviously, I've been listening to Holy Hell a bunch though. Gloria's dying over in the corner. And I don't know what to say. Hi Gloria, welcome back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this album, very, very good, as I said. About the only thing I've been listening to. Death of Us, best song on the entire album.
I don't remember which one I like the most, but I like the one where he does the isn't
that White Flag? Long... That was the
Oh
symbol.
my god, it is White Flag. I want to listen to that now. It's so good.
Can we talk about how hard that Justin Bieber cover goes?
Dude, I see you listening to it, and I think about like teasing you about it, like, oh my god, so you're a Justin Bieber fan now, and then I'm like, actually, wait, no, it slaps.
That cover goes hard.
I think I might go listen to it myself.
that goes hard.
It does. It does. So good. So good. Thank you, JR, for suggesting that. By the way.
As much as I want to bully you for it, cover goes hard, and they played it live too. It was so hard.
So true.
The only thing I've got is that it just feels like it kind of falls flat in certain points. Okay. Like it just doesn't have as much oomph to it as their first album did. Yeah. I listened to their first album a lot, and this one I'm starting to maybe it's because it's the only thing I've listened to for the past week and a half, but I'm starting to get a little sick of it. It's starting to feel a little flat for me when I'm listening to it for the 7th time today. But other than that, I mean, it's good enough. I've been finding myself just starting it at Death of Us and just accidentally listening to the rest of the record.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's half the record. You're skipping half the record.
Yeah, but I really like that opener. Tragedy Bangs and Infamy is a good fuck. This is a good spoken word opener.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we're going off your cookie analogy again, this is a very good album.
Not the cookie analogy.
No, but if it has a good opener and a good closer, so like everything else is a bonus. Good job, guys.
So true.
A solid album.
So true.
Something Like Wolves dropped an album, Mystic Auras. This was a very good album. I enjoyed this a lot. It surprised me because I thought it was the other band. There's so many wolf bands. Yeah. And I was like, oh my god, it's this one. And Shane was like, no. And I was like,
different wolf band.
I was like, oh, okay. And I listened to it and I was like, holy crap, this is good. This wasn't as heavy as I thought it was going to be, but it was still like, oh.
I mean, my one gripe is when an album has, almost half the record with features. And that's what this album had. But the one thing I'll give them is that none of the features felt out of place. They all fit. Yeah. They all worked well. So, I mean, as much as I would have preferred there to not be 4 features on the album, if you're going to do features, they got to be done correctly. And that's what they did. So that's good. True. And if we're going to go back to my cookie analogy again, they did that well too.
Good job, guys.
Good opener, good closer. You passed the cookie test.
The cookie test.
The cookie test. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. I like the closer on it a lot, actually.
Yes, so true, so true.
Icon for Hire dropped an album called Amorphous. I don't know what I was expecting from this album, but what I got was not what I was expecting. Now, that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Not at all.
I just wasn't expecting it to be as heavy, question mark, exclamation point, period, comma. the interludes. Now, when I was listening to this, the news had just broke. That Daft Punk broke up, so I kind of like did start to zone out just a little bit. So what I do remember from it is that the interludes worked very, very well. Yeah. And I was paying attention enough to know that the opener and all of the songs there were very good up into that first interlude. And then I caught the second interlude, and then the rest of it was white noise.
Because Daft Punk. Which is valid. Daft Punk, I get that. I mean, if One Direction got together and broke up again, I would be broken too.
Yeah, so, I was just listening to it because I'm like, well, if I stop it now, I'm going to run up to the deadline a lot closer. Yeah. So I just kept going.
You finished like middle of the day. I told you, like, you started listening to the podcast playlist last night. And I was like, dude, I'm going to just ignore it. Hope it gets like shorter by the morning.
No, it got longer.
Yeah, you added like a couple EPs. And I was like, that's not how this is supposed to work.
Well, no, listen, I took off the Nothing Nowhere single. I could have put his entire album on there. I saved it for next week because I didn't want to listen to another record that was that long.
Oh my God. You know, we can't. But this album was really, really good. It caught me off guard.
It was very good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't expect the sound. I don't think I've listened. They sound familiar, Icon for Hire, but I've never listened to them. And this was a very, very good introduction. I think it, oh my God, I lost my train of thought, but it was very good. I enjoyed it a lot. And it showcased everything that I think people should look for in a band or artist if you listen to this genre, which I don't know what to classify them as. It's good. Good noise. Good. Oh my God.
Oh, funny. I just think that it's awful that I just admitted to an interview that we're going to have to, or a review that we're going to have to send off, that I zoned out halfway through.
It's Daft Punk though, so it's
Becky,
okay.
Once again, if you're watching this, it was Daft Punk.
Becky, if you're watching this, don't. Okay. Matthew Alec in the Soul Electric dropped an album. Cleveland time. So Shane doesn't listen to jazz. I didn't used to listen to jazz, but it's like I know it and I've listened to it before. It's not one of my go-to genres, but I do enjoy it if somebody can do it right. Because if you don't do it right, if you don't balance everything properly, it's just a bunch of noise, in my opinion, which is fine because you can enjoy that. But they did it very well in this band or record album. I really enjoyed it, and I was actually able to vibe to it. Yeah. So I think I might actually revisit it because I haven't listened to jazz in a while, and it was very nice to revisit a genre that I haven't listened to in a couple of years.
Yeah, when I got the email for this, I was like, oh boy, jazz. We don't typically talk about jazz, but yeah, sure. I mean, either Gloria will yell at me for taking a jazz record or she'll enjoy it. So I'm glad she enjoyed it because I didn't want to listen to her like, okay, so why exactly are we talking about jazz now? Because we can, because it was good noise. Haha, funny.
We just pulled that joke like 2 minutes ago, but
yeah, and I said it and made it funny again.
Okay.
So I mean, the first song when I first, I don't listen to jazz like ever.
No. You don't.
But so when I first started listening to it, the first song gave me a headache, like very badly. I was like, oh no.
Well, you listen to Slipknot.
Yeah, well, I just kept on. Slipknot gave me the worst headache of my life, and I just kept on listening to it until it just simply did not. It worked. So I'm sure it would have worked with his album, but it took me a couple of weeks to do it with Slipknot, and I don't have a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we don't have time anymore, so no. You don't have Slipknot time anymore. No. Good.
So the first song gave me a headache, but after that I was like, well, I gotta listen to it because I gotta talk about it. Eventually the headache subsided and I was like, wait a minute, this album's actually good. So that's good. I enjoyed the record.
Yeah,
2 thumbs up from me.
2 thumbs up for me too.
John the Ghost dropped an album. I Only Want to Live Once. John the Ghost, it's John from the Mains solo project. I like this album a lot. It had like a main feel to it, but you can also tell it's like his own work as well, which was very swag. The Dwayne feature on it was a standout. So I figured I'd have to point that one out.
Yeah, when I heard oh my God,
Nice.
When I heard Dwayne, it really caught my ear because I was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing here?" And it really brought me back into the album and made me re-listen to a couple more songs. So I was like, "Yo, wait, if this track is good, let me re-listen to some other tracks that I might have zoned out while listening to."
Zone out by water parks.
Yeah. We're Parksies, if you didn't know. Oh my God. No, but I'm very happy I revisited the tracks that I might have missed or accidentally glossed over because this album was solid. I enjoyed it and it was a vibe. So vibe out. No, it's zone out. God.
By water parks.
By water parks. Oh my God. Stream fandom. Wallows dropped bonus tracks from their EP Remote, which kind of makes it an album now.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Go
know.
Wallows. You're doing great.
I mean,
love
there
you,
were
Wallows.
like what 2 or 3 versions of "Okay" on this. Like, come on. I thought that what? Oh fuck! I gotta pull up the songs. Give me a second. I thought that Another Story was good.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I enjoyed the other songs enough to like not go on my typical Wallows rant.
Yeah.
My only gripe is the multiple versions of "Okay." Everything else, because I don't very much like "Okay" to begin with, but the other songs, or at least "Bearable" and "Another Story" is the one that I'm like, hey, I like that song. And if I remember correctly, I enjoyed at least some of the CP when we talked about it. I can't remember though. I think I liked it more than everything else they've put out.
No, you trashed on it. You were like, "Oh my God, I hate Wallows." And I was like, well, I liked it.
I thought, because I know there was one Wallows release where I was like, wait a minute, actually, I might like Wallows.
I think it was the last Wallows release.
Yeah.
You were like, "I don't like Wallows, but I liked this song."
Yeah, I don't.
And I was like, "Well, I like Wallows," and you're like,
"Too bad, so sad."
Exactly. No, but it was good. Good job, Wallows. You're doing great. Come on the podcast. I love you.
So New Choose dropped an EP, Mensish. Close enough. This was just one big acoustic vibe.
So true.
So true. Nothing much else to say about that. Just good. One big acoustic vibe.
Yeah. This is the first release in a while. When I say a while, it was probably like 2 years, which is like the regular.
No, because they put out the Wonder Years cover in May of last year. But I mean, it was content, and the only thing they put out in 2020 outside of the festival they did with us, the mini fest. I don't know if they did much else.
Oh my God, am I dying? Go check that out because it was good.
Yeah, it's on our YouTube channel.
It is. No, but this EP was really good. I love some nude shoes. They sent us Christmas cards.
They did.
Thank you for that. Made me happy, made me smile. So true. How I Became Invisible released an EP, Low Midnight Sun. I'm just gonna start this off by saying I really enjoyed this EP.
I did too.
A lot.
I did too. Yeah, this was better than the album.
Yeah, I think. Oh my God, am I dying? Sorry. No, this album is I think my favorite thing they've released. It was like good.
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
I wasn't expecting really this. I was like, holy shit! There's like beats and like it's upbeat, and then it's like not so upbeat, and then
it ended with like a softer track, and it wasn't in the middle.
Yeah, like, which is something I can get behind. Exactly. I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, it was very good. And I'm not going to bitch about the song lengths this time because none of them were too long, except for maybe that. What was there? A 5-minute track on there?
That's not that bad though.
I know they're watching, so I gotta. Yeah, there was a 5-minute track. Can we fuck off with those? Thank you. Wow. They're gonna make their next album all 5-minute tracks just to fuck with me. We won't talk about it.
For shame. That's gonna be the name of the EP.
We won't talk about it. So stick to your guns.
And then put a 30-second track called For Glory because I'll actually remember that one because my brain. Yep. So true.
And Glory's got the attention span of a gnat. So Stick to Your Guns dropped an EP, the Meaning Remains EP. Another acoustic, laid-back vibe with a Take On Me cover.
So true. Best song.
Yeah, I was like, I was not expecting a Take On Me cover. I was like, wait a minute, this kind of bangs.
It kind of bangs, though.
Kind of bangs.
Yeah. Very good. That's all I have to. Yeah,
we gotta start flying through this shit.
Yeah, it's getting a little too late. Hazing Over dropped an EP, Pestilence.
Oh, I enjoyed so this. Good. So good. Home Is Where hasn't shut up about this, and that's how you know it's good.
So much.
But yeah, this EP was so good. I wish it was longer. waiting
Yep,
for a full
so
length
true.
or something. It's so
Oh my
heavy,
God.
so good, kick in the
You
face.
Oh my God, you wished a record was longer?
No. I want a full length. I don't need the
Oh.
EP to be any longer.
Okay.
I just need a full length album.
So that's it.
No,
Okay.
I don't wish that anything's longer ever, because the shorter things are, the more I can listen to in a day.
Like the shower one where you cleaned your shower.
Yeah. The
EP,
shower,
that album.
the For Your Health album.
Yep, so good.
Perfect,
So good.
perfect shower cleaning album. And I mean, if you put For Your Health and this Hazing Over EP next to each other, you could probably clean your entire bathroom to this.
There you go.
Look at that. On the Good Noise Podcast, we help you clean your bathroom efficiently with music in the background.
Yep.
Brian Cranston, Cranberry Box. I didn't fuck it up this time.
You just
I said crayon.
Oh, you said I heard cranberry, but maybe you said crayon.
Okay, well, let me make sure I don't fuck it up this time.
Okay.
Brian Cranston, Crayon Box.
There you go.
I didn't fuck it up this time.
There you go.
Dropped an EP. Sure is a bummer. I enjoyed this a lot. This this had the same vibe as their Sprite Cranberry song, which is one of the only things on their Spotify that was like not Nintendo core music. I can't say much else without.
Are you okay?
No. Do you not know on their Spotify there was the full album that was just like Nintendo beat boops?
And it was good.
Okay.
Wow. I really enjoyed this EP.
Yeah, no, but I enjoyed this EP.
Boop.
No, but this EP sounded more like the Sprite Cranberry song. The Sprite Cranberry song is very good.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
yes.
I agree. Yeah.
So.
So true.
It took Gloria and I's two favorite elements of your discography and put it into one, and that's why it's good. And we're gonna move on because we got to talk about acoustic songs soon after
we'll just
this
zoom through
EP.
those. Okay.
Yeah, we'll just read them all off at once and give the same answer
Good.
for every single one.
I mean, honestly, yeah. But anyway, Goldflame dropped an EP, which is kind of like a bonus track edition B-side of the Burnout Generation. It's called The Burnout Generation Continued, Volume 1.
Not to be confused with Volume 0.
Oh, I always make that joke.
My joke now.
Ew.
It's during the Goldflame segment. It's okay.
Yeah, we are dropping an interview with Goldflame
tomorrow.
this week.
I edited it today and had to edit out the poopy picture. I put over a black screen and put "God damn it, Jay" over the black screen for the entire duration of it. Even when they were covering
like 10
the poopy,
seconds. Yeah.
I just left it there, so it was like it's almost a minute of black screen, but it's just Jay just covering Jay's window.
I love Jay so much. I was crying in that interview. I was like half awake, as I always am with Goldflame interviews, because for some reason Jackson always chooses the latest slot we have open for interviews.
God damn it, Jackson.
Jackson, God, love you though, but why? Anyways, this is very good. I enjoyed this. My favorite is the mosh one. Let's mosh your size. I think that's the name. I think that was a cover as well.
Yeah, it is.
And I've streamed the Teenage Dirtbag cover, I think 100 times. So 100 of those streams are mine. So give me those 2 cents that you made.
Yeah,
so
streaming paying the big bucks.
Yup.
Yeah, I enjoyed the EP as well. I like the cut track from it, the first song, and then the Teenage Dirtbag cover as well. I mean, the other cover was all right, and the 2 demos, I mean, they're just demos. I don't have much to say about those. Oh, they're there.
Okay. Yep.
Neck Deep dropped an acoustic version of "What Took You So Long." Picked up a guitar, went wow wow wow, and put it on Spotify.
And it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing But Thieves dropped an acoustic. The next 2 after this are acoustic. Nothing But Thieves dropped an acoustic track, Impossible, piano version. I enjoyed this.
They picked up a piano instead of a guitar. That gives them all the points in the world. Yeah, they went at their piano.
Ends the stream.
No, I'm on the.
You're on. I just saw something move.
I was on the dock, so it's okay.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god, we still have like 2 pages left.
Hey, it's okay.
Cries.
And the album, that Nothing But Thieves put out earlier last year was good, and this was also good. Glimmers and Lost Boy put out an acoustic of Not Good at Goodbyes. Lost Body, my bad. Also good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Meet Me at the Altar dropped an acoustic version of their hit single Garden. Thought this was very good. I like Meet Me at the Altar. I need to listen to them more because I only know like the 10 seconds of their preview Garden, but I really like their Twitter presence and Instagram presence. So I'm like, I need to listen to you. And then I just go back to listening to like Tyler the Creator, Frank Ocean, and Jaden Smith. So
yeah, by the time that I would have actually gotten around to listening to Garden, I had heard that clip so many times that I was like, actually, I don't want to listen to Garden anymore.
Because it's everywhere.
Yeah, so
it's
like
on Instagram, it's on I get it on Spotify a lot.
Well, I pay for my Spotify, so I don't get the ads. But Fueled by Ramen is pushing them hard, man. So
as they should.
Rebecca Black dropped a remix of Friday with way too many people to even really know.
303, Big Frida, and Dorian Electra.
Way too many people. This song was just this song left me how the Milk album left me, except the Milk album took 18 songs to leave me like that, whereas Rebecca Black gave me 3 minutes and said, "Here you go," and left me feeling the same fucking way. Yeah. What the actual fuck happened?
What happened? I liked the 303 part.
I couldn't even tell you what the 303 part was.
It was the only normal part. It was the only normal part where they actually like spoke and there wasn't any auto tune. And I was like, "Yo, this is cool." And then it just went back to auto tune.
Yeah, I only heard one lyric from the entire Friday song. The entire song, I only heard one lyric.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in at once, but
yeah.
That's all I have to say. Falling in Reverse dropped a remastered version of their song "I'm Not a Vampire," and it sucked.
I like this.
Ronnie Rap PP sucks. So that's all I have to say.
Ronnie Radke sucks and shouldn't be charging $25 for a live stream. But I digress. I've liked what he's been doing with his music, and "I'm Not a Vampire" is no exception. Outside of it being 6 fucking minutes long.
Oh my god.
And I know he's got more remastered versions, revamped versions coming. Why he doesn't just go in the studio and record an album instead is beyond me. But I like these. They're interesting. Some of them are good. Some of them are decent. None of them have been awful, though. So Ronnie Radke's talented, whether you hate him or not. And he's a piece of shit, so...
He is.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Ice Nine Kills dropped a cover of "Can't Help Falling in Love."
So true.
So
Best
good.
Song. Clap,
so
clap.
Good.
You did so good. I love it so much.
Very good. Spencer said "la la la," and we said yes. So true,
Spencer
bestie.
said "I'm in love," and we said yup. So true, bestie.
So true.
Can't relate, but so true, bestie. Get him.
I hate how we said that in unison.
Mercy dropped a new single, "Haunt Me."
This song is very good. I like this one a lot.
Banger.
This band was put on my radar because the lead singer followed us when we announced Finterfest. I was like, "Hey, you're signed to Rise. You want to be on the next festival?"
Oh my god! I remember you added me, and you're like, "Yo," and I was like,
"Yo."
I don't know who that is, but you're excited, so I'm gonna assume it's a good big deal.
I was just excited because our Twitter notifications were nonstop blowing up.
Wasn't
for
that
like
cool?
12 hours.
Oh my god! I can't wait till that happens again. Except I was really overwhelmed, but it was like a cool overwhelmed. It was like we're famous.
It's like I'm not going to sleep overwhelmed.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like I'm staying up.
It was so cool. Cool.
But yeah, I like this song a lot.
Yeah.
Pulses dropped a couple of singles. Bold New Taste and No Good Can Come From This, but it can't get any worse. I'm gonna do
Panic at the Disco.
No. I'm gonna do my best. That's just an insult to Pulses. I'm gonna do my best to talk about these singles without talking about the EP because I forced them to give us an advance of the EP and I listened to it.
I was supposed to listen to that.
And I was like, okay, now I gotta talk about the singles. I gotta backtrack. So I enjoyed both these singles. Bold New Taste has been on a loop, whereas the second single hasn't been out nearly as long, and most of my listening has been taken up by Love and Death. So Bold New Taste, very, very good. I can say nothing but good things on that, and absolutely no clean vocals in that song, which was Matt's killing it on those unclean vocals.
Matt, you're doing great.
Whereas No Good Can Come From This, but it can't get any worse is also good, but I don't have nearly as much to say about it because I've only listened to it a couple of times.
I would like to just give Pulses a round of applause. I think especially like Matt, because I'm on TikTok a lot. I don't post on TikTok. We have a Good Noise podcast account. I posted once, and I got lost because I didn't know what else to post. But on my personal, I'm on there a lot. I scroll a lot. I follow pulses. Matt's like constantly posting, and it's always good stuff. It's either he's recommending like DIY bands to follow, or if this band is your favorite, then this is who you are. And then he ends up like insulting you, and I'm like, yeah, but that's about right. So you're doing great, Matt. I love seeing you guys on my timeline because it's always entertaining. And also, you asked in like a recent TikTok which one of the two is your favorite. Bold New Taste is my favorite. So, good job, guys. You're
So
doing
true.
great.
So true.
I love you. America Part 2 dropped a new single, Glaciers. This was okay. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
I like
this.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was good. It was America Part 2. You know,
Yeah.
they have their sound. They have their like not formula, because then that's saying that their music's like formulaic, but
Yeah.
it's just like they have their signature
They
in
have their
songs.
America Part 2 twang to all their songs.
Exactly.
And, you know, it's an America Part 2 song. Like,
Exactly.
well,
So
there's nothing much else to say.
I enjoyed it.
I think that's a compliment in and of itself.
Exactly. Ah, dang it, you get the next one. Okay.
Chapel released a new single, First Love,
So true.
and announced an EP, a 4-song EP. I'm going to assume we're not going to get any more singles because there's already 2 songs from that EP out. Because Mushy Gushy is supposed to be on the album that's all supposed to come out, but I guess they just delayed that indefinitely and just said, put out 4 songs as an EP.
Why not?
So I don't know what's going on with that. Rise, High, tell us what's going on with that.
Yeah. Just give us the album.
Just give us everything that's in the vault. I promise I won't post it on the internet.
Except, we actually won't.
We won't. I like this song a lot as well. I've liked everything that Chapel's put out. I've heard mixed reviews about just the stuff they've been putting out in general from people like the infamous Sam. But I personally enjoyed this a lot. So, same with Pillow Talk, which is also going to be on that EP.
Pillow Talk is my favorite so far out of the 2 that they've released, but First Love is still very good. So I'm very, very excited to
I'm upset that EP is only going to be 4 songs, but they better press like a 10-inch of it or something.
Oh my god. Would that be like 2 songs on each side?
Yeah, so it's only 4 songs. That's what Frank did for his 4-song EP. Or if you want to throw it on a 12-inch and then engrave the other side.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Or put bonus tracks on the other side.
Yeah, put the entire LP sped up at 1.5 speed on side B.
Yeah, do that. Do that. Don't tell Rise, though.
Yeah, don't tell Rise.
Don't tell Rise. Anyways, A$AP Rocky dropped a new single, Rich Nigga Problems. I really liked this. I love A$AP Rocky so much. He's my favorite. I love him so much. A$AP Rocky, this is me calling out to you. Your hand in marriage.
If you're free on February 14th, 2022, I will be free. I'm calling it now. I will be free.
I will be free on February 14th, 2022. Rihanna, look away.
Look away, Rihanna.
I'm free on February 14th. A$AP Rocky. I love you.
2022 through 2025.
This is a great song. I love it. Hopefully, I don't even think he announced it. I might have missed it. I might have saw it and then just been like, oh my god, drop the album. Because that's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to encourage Tyler, the Creator, to drop the album.
Because he sees your notifications, obviously.
He does. Because I send like 20 in like 10 seconds. I'm hoping he sees them. But anyways, very good. I enjoyed this a lot. I love A$AP Rocky. So, again, free February 14th.
Makeout put out a single, Wish You Were Here.
Yup.
This was a lot different than the first single. A lot different.
A lot.
Oh, where's the EP though? Tyler, where's the EP?
I'm going to say this. Tyler, don't kill me. I love you. I love this band. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first single, but this single blew me out of the water. Absolutely crazy. Amazing. I love this direction. It's reminding me of older Makeout, but just with like a more mature twist on it. And I really, really like it. So, good job, guys.
No misogyny on this one.
No! So, yeah. Oh, I Electric Century. Sorry, I was looking at the chat. Electric Century dropped a new single, Till We're Gone. Electric Century.
Electric Century. If you go on Instagram, check your DMs.
Check your DMs.
Thank you.
Looking at you.
I don't know.
Century. Mikey.
I know they said they're like trying to make a different sound from their first album, and I don't know if you've listened to the first album or not. But this just kind of felt like it was off the first record. So like, I mean, that's not a bad thing. But when you claim that this is going to be some new and crazy new sound thing, and it really wasn't. I mean, it was all right, but I'm just hoping the album is good. I don't know, just with how all the problems that they've had with it, my expectations like went from here to like here because it just kept on getting delayed. So I'm hoping that results in a better product, but we'll see.
Mikey, answer your DMs and maybe we can help you get your album from here to here.
Yeah,
it's you.
Oh, that's right. Weathers dropped a single, "Losing Blood."
So true, Weathers, you're doing great.
This single was good as well. Yeah, they've got that movie coming out too.
I'm so excited for that. I remember we were talking to Cameron.
Yes.
Cameron? Yeah, I'm bad with names.
One of the 4 Camerons in the band.
We were talking to Cameron and he was very, very excited. I could see he wanted to tell us exaggeration. But he was very excited to announce what they were working on because apparently he's working very hard on it. I'm so happy he finally was able to announce it. Good for him. Good for you, Cameron. This is very good. I love Weathers, and as much as I get the name confused with Wallows, I do like Weathers a lot. So good job, guys. You're doing great. Trash Boat dropped a new single. He's so good.
This was good.
it was good.
Yeah.
It's the singles, so we're gonna start.
Citizen dropped a single, "Blue Sunday." This one was better than their last single.
Yeah.
Okay. Glory, next one.
Of Mice and Men dropped a new single, "Timeless."
I would like to take a second on this one because it's outside of the Love and Death album. This is the only other thing I've been listening to are the 2 singles off the EP. Timeless is very good. I like it better than Obsolete, but both are good. And the EP comes out on Friday. There's only 1 extra song though, so technically the EP is like 66% out already.
Oh wow, cool. It's good.
August Burns Red dropped an instrumental version of their song Extinct by
Instinct.
Thank you.
Extinct by Instinct.
It was an instrumental version. They just took the vocals off and put it on Spotify.
Boom. Content. Oh,
Gojira.
Oh my god. Gojira dropped a new single, "Born for One Thing." Banger.
So
I like
so
this.
True.
So true.
So
Call Me by oh my god, Call Me Cryptic and Victims Aren't We All dropped a new single, "Born for One Thing." Banger.
This was good as well.
Yeah.
Papa Roach and Asking Alexandria dropped a single, "I Feel Better." This is just a reimagined version of Papa Roach's single, "I Feel Better." But this one This one had Danny Worsnop on it, and Danny Worsnop, I think he screamed, so that's like 10 out of 10 because the homie hasn't screamed in forever.
Good job, Danny. You're doing great.
Yes.
Twin XL and Little Hurt dropped a new single, "Lonely." Banger.
We interviewed Cameron from Twin XL about their last single, not this one, whatever the single before this one was. And it's on every streaming platform ever. Mike Shinoda, Ian, and whatever, dropped a single, "Happy Endings." This song was very, very good.
Very good. It surprised me.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Oh, and oh my god, I forgot his name. Wait.
Glory looked like she fucking died.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. Mike Shinoda?
Yeah.
He produced Crown and Chains lead singer Daniel Sherman.
Yes.
Daniel, yeah. His newest track, I'm pretty sure. I think they just premiered it today. I forgot. I don't think it was added on to streaming services quite yet, but I did see that they premiered it on YouTube.
Yeah, because they got
I just
this.
want to bring that up.
Didn't they still have to master? Because I know he was mixing. I don't know if he was mastering it though.
No, they premiered like the finished product.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was mastering it on stream too or not, or if he was just mixing it.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it's just mixing, and then they have to. I don't know. I'm not Mike Shinoda, so
I'm not Mike Shinoda or Daniel.
exactly. Chevelle. I feel like I'm
Chevelle.
mispronouncing. Chevelle.
Yep.
Thank you. Dropped a new single. Remember when?
No, I don't. But do you remember when I enjoyed the first single more than this one? Not by a lot, but I did enjoy the first single more than this one.
This one still banged though, in my opinion.
Hail the Sun dropped a single. Fuck.
Parasitic Cleanse.
Thank you. I like this song more than the lead single Domino.
I agree. I agree.
This one was not nearly as like pulling at teeth as the last one was.
Justin Courtney Pierre, also known as lead singer from Motion City Soundtrack.
Also known as we interviewed him.
Also known as a very, very nice and down-to-earth person, dropped a new single, Footsteps. Banger. Good job, Justin. You're doing great.
So true. Very good. This one felt like a Motion City Soundtrack song, whereas the last song didn't. I don't know. I don't think that's the vibe he's going for, but that's just kind of the vibe I got from this particular song. And since he watched the last review, hi Justin.
Hi Justin.
Green Day dropped a single, Here Comes a Shock. More like Here Comes a Shark, because that's what it sounds like he's saying the entire song. This is literally just a sports hype up song.
So good, so true.
That is arguably better than the entirety of Father of All.
Agree. Bro, if I still well no. If swimming pools were still open, if COVID wasn't a thing, I would be listening to this like before competitions. Mm-hmm. But I have now dropped out of swimming because of COVID, so that will not happen ever again. But this was very good. I enjoyed it, and as Shane said, it's better than all of Foam.
Yeah, so. But I don't think that. I think Green Day is kind of done as a band. If I'm being honest, they've got like a sports contract now, and they're not signed to a label, so they're not going to put out an album anytime soon. So I just think they're going to regurgitate very cool and epic sports anthems every couple of months, and then perform it live at said sport event.
It's kind of sad though, because I feel like it's not like, I don't know, like if that's the way they wanted to go out, but it's the way they're going out now. It just doesn't feel right for Green Day, you know?
No.
It doesn't, I don't know, it feels wrong. It feels like that should have happened to like a different band, but Green Day? Maybe I just hold them to a higher standard because like they were one of the first bands that like I listened to when I was getting into this genre, like most people listened to when they were getting into the genre, but it just kind of sucks to see them kind of just go out like this.
Like, yeah, this is the hill you want to die on. Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, at least they're making a ton of money off that.
Yeah, honestly,
they don't give a shit. They're keeping the lights on, and they're going to be living well after they retire.
Keeping multiple lights on, dude.
Yeah, they're going to be keeping lights on in multiple houses.
Yup.
With the contract they most likely got.
Yeah.
But
I mean, good for them.
And they're independent, so they can do whatever the hell they want. They're making all the money off the single and everything. Granted, they're not making a lot off of streaming, but.
Lilith Czar dropped a new single with Juliet Sims called King. This one was a banger. I really enjoyed this one. There was a line, I can't repeat it, but it was one of my favorites, and I was like, yo, that was good.
The penis one?
Yeah!
Yes.
No, you say it like that. It wasn't a weird one. It was just like, it was like, yo, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was good.
So
that's so weird.
So
it wasn't perverted. It was
so Juliet Sims changed her whole thing, and he created a stage name for herself and everything. And this was a lot better than that EP that she put out. That EP kind of, I know that was like, I guess her way to kind of like close off the Juliet Sims era. I guess it did a good job at that, but I'm really digging this new era of her project.
Yeah, is Juliet, I'm sorry to refer to her this way if this is true, is Juliet Sims Andy Black's wife?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, that's because I remember we spoke about the EP and I asked and you made a joke and I was like, oh, so it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, cool. Shallow Pools dropped one of the best songs I've ever heard, Glow. This was good. I really
Banger.
enjoyed this. Banger. They don't miss.
They don't
Like,
miss. They
They
don't miss ever.
No, not at all. Ever. So
Like,
good job.
you can't even compare the two singles because they're both equally as good. They're dropping nothing but bangers right now. And that is how you talk about 3 pages worth of music in an hour. So you can follow us on Twitter. It's good_noise_cast. You can follow us on Instagram. It's Good Noise Podcast. You can follow us on Facebook. It's Good Noise Pod. You can follow us or subscribe to us on Twitch. It's Good Noise Podcast. You can subscribe to us on YouTube. It's Good Noise Podcast. And every single audio streaming platform ever is Good Noise Podcast. You can follow us on Bandcamp. It's goodnoiserecords.bandcamp.com. We got some shit dropping. I don't fucking know when it'll be a free download. I don't know. Whenever people turn their shit in. And Gloria's got your important plugs, and then we're gonna go bed
for like a minute and then do an interview.
We
have like an hour.
More like an hour, yeah.
Yeah. But this isn't an important plug, but I'm just gonna announce it here because I know we have like 4 people watching and like half of them are people who already know. But we're putting out a One Direction compilation this Wednesday. And I'm not making a tweet about it because this is technically my project, even though Shane does help if I ask him to. But I've decided not to make a tweet until we actually put it up because then I feel like then it gets the most traction or whatever. But go check it out. Go support, even though like it's no money's going towards it or anything because like we would get sued for that. But a lot of artists put a lot of work towards that. So go check that out. Important plugs. It's still Black History Month. Educate yourself. I say this every single time for this entire month, which is only like 3, because for some reason we got the shortest month. Anyways, educate yourself because I'm learning new stuff every day that me as a Black person didn't even know, that my parents didn't even know. They were like, no, you're joking. That didn't actually happen. I was like, no, it did. And yeah, so everything, our history is messed up. So just educate yourself, even if you're not Black. It's just it's good to be educated and know what happened. So yeah, and COVID, wear a mask. Jesus Christ, I'm about to lose my summer, my childhood. I'm turning 18 next year. That's not cool. At all. So can you wear your mask so maybe I can hang out with my friends one last time before they all go to college and I stay here? Because I'm not going to college because college sucks. So yeah.
The Karens said no.
Dude, like a mask isn't even uncomfortable. I don't understand. Dude, I wear a mask in my own house when I'm preparing like foods for people that I'm delivering to. And it's like I wear that for like how long do I bake usually on most days? Like 8 hours? Like I wear that a long time. You can wear that for 2 seconds while you're running out to Kroger to get, I don't know, goat cheese. Like I don't know what you guys eat. Actually, I eat goat cheese. It's pretty good. But like whatever you eat, I don't know. I'm not trying to insult any foods, but just like,
yo, you eat goat cheese? Fuck you.
No, but honey goat cheese though. It's kind of fire. But anyways, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Wear a mask.
That the goat cheese part was the funny. I have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we have been the Good Noise Podcast. Hopefully we'll see you next week, barring
Unless
internet
my power
issues
dies.
or Glory's power explodes. Okay, goodbye.
Bye.